I'll go ahead and call to order the December 18th meeting of the Select Board and ask you to please rise for the pledge of allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. What is the board's desire with the consent agenda?
I will move to approve as presented. Second.
Any discussion? All in favor? That is unanimous. The next meeting of the select board is scheduled for January 8th because the first.
Do you want to go to the next week and have two, or just the 15th? Is the question.
I looked and
How heavy does January?
that was going to be my question. If it's not heavy.
No.
We think just the 15th? Does that work for?
If some major things come up, we can always.
The next meeting of the select board will be January 15th at 5:30 here at the West Bath Town Hall.
Thank you.
Brings us to item 3, old business. Perhaps I got a little in front of ourselves last meeting. Really the question that the board needs to decide, it appears as though there is a draft or a proposed line. I know Julie and the City of Bath and Sightlines and attorneys for each group have met. They have a proposed line. We've gotten some feedback on some additional language. We'd like to see them consider putting in that. With that said, it either needs to go on the next town meeting warrant or not, and we continue to have this discussion. My recommendation, the recommendation from our attorney is that we do take that proposal to town meeting and let town meeting decide if there is or is not a dispute over where that town line is. If in fact that were to be rejected at town meeting, then we have to explore going to court. Estimated cost for that process is about $5,000. And the way that process works is once the filing is made with the court will then appoint 3 commissioners, and those commissioners would be charged with establishing what that line ultimately is. That was a race for Hennessy hands up.
Can you give a brief discussion of what the proposal is?
As I understand it, feel free to correct me if I'm wrong, because you've been in these meetings more than I have. As I understand it, essentially the line would shift a matter of feet to the east of where we currently say the line is. I think it's less than 10 feet, or about 10 feet to the east, and it's also my understanding that it would then be a single point instead of a jagged line that we currently have today. Is that an accurate depiction?
So it wouldn't affect the town's minimal.
Minimally, yeah.
The last actual picture I saw was Bruce's map, and I had a problem with that because he's going to the right-of-way edge rather than to the roadbed edge, which in assessor's world means you have split lots from Brunswick to that point. That's one of my.
Sure.
That's why I'd like to see a picture
Sure.
before.
Understood. I have also not seen a picture of it as yet.
Trying.
Yeah, this has not been.
Easy.
I'm telling the wrong person this. It has not been an easy process by any means, and frequent delays. Certainly, if it were to go to town meeting, you would have ample opportunity to raise any concerns or objections you have with that. I mean, I don't think it's up to 3 people to sit at the table and decide if you do or don't have a dispute on a boundary line. I think that's a greater question.
The only, but I think it is up to 3 people to say, here public is what we will be voting on before.
Sure.
I don't think there's any,
It would have to be, that, we'd have to have a map and all those details to put something on the warrant, absolutely.
with a time for public comment, or with a, it's the equivalent of the circle in West Bath from the MDOT. Here's your chance to public comment after we've already spent all the money and we can't make any moves. That's kind of like a public comment before you cross all the Ts, dot the Is, would be reasonable to me.
Sure, and we couldn't have a town meeting without having a public hearing prior to town hearing on that. Town meeting on that.
So, we're gonna do this in January with, this is the map, or we're gonna do this in April, March 30th, this is the map. That's kind of what I'm beating on you
But,
for.
I don't feel like you're beating on me.
Oh,
We are beating on others to get us that map, we've been asking for it for quite some time now. You know, certainly, there's leverage in saying it's not gonna go town meeting if we don't have a map by whatever arbitrary date we choose to set if we need to.
So can you be comfortable to drop it on the table now, that that's the game plan, and, or is there any benefit to it, to doing that?
Personally, I would be fine with setting some expectations and doing some motions, I'm not sure what the rest of you think.
Yeah, I was going to agree that I think it should go to town meeting. I don't think this is a place to go to the court right yet.
I know we set the date for town meeting, I can't remember if it's
May 4th.
May 4th.
Shoot for April 1st.
I was trying to, April 2nd, our first meeting in April.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
That could do any changes before the public hearing. Before town meeting.
I will make a motion, I'm gonna try to word this right, that we put the, town boundary designation on our town meeting warrant, so long as we have a map to review by April 2nd.
I will second that motion.
Any discussion on the motion? That clarify what we're trying to do?
I think so.
If there is an agreement, and you're being told that there is, then you don't need a map to say, this is the agreement.
I don't believe there's an agreement, I believe there's a proposal. Until this body and that body votes on it, I don't believe there's an agreement. And then really, not until after town meeting, there's no agreement. I think there's an agreement on a proposal, but it's still a proposal.
Yes, and it's a proposal until the legislature says that's what it is.
Right. I'm trying to give you ample opportunity to review it and provide your feedback.
And I'm trying to push that whatever has been decided or proposed is out in the public.
Agreed, as am I.
Yeah, I,
But if we put a deed document for, citations to how many degrees this direction, how many degrees that direction without a map, as we saw tonight, there'll be a lot of questions about where is this, what does this mean? So we need a map as well that represents, we need a visual that represents what the document also says.
I'm the only one who's gonna pest you, and I know exactly what the words mean without a map.
We have a motion and a second, any further discussion? All in favor?
Is this coming off the agenda?
I feel like this is no longer
I
old
think this comes
business.
off the agenda until April 2nd.
Town meeting.
Item 4, new business. Item 1, sign easements with West Bath Home Solar LLC, NT Land LLC, and Central Maine Power. We did receive at our special town meeting the authority to sign these easements. Do we have a motion to do so?
Make a motion to sign easements.
I second that motion.
Any discussion on the motion? All in favor? That is unanimous. I will go ahead and sign these so that we can notarize them. Do you want to witness my dad's signature?
Thank you.
Thank you
Thank
very
you
much.
very much. Thanks for bearing with me for 3 meetings. Have a safe leave, huh?
Pictures of everything in the back of each one.
And there you go. Thank you very much.
All right, item 2, meet with the Climate Resilience Committee with a recommendation on an energy audit.
So neither one of the 3 committee members could make it tonight, but they did go over the 2 proposals. One is FB Environmental Associates, and the other one is Haley and Ward. And towards the, I've put sticky notes there total. We received a grant for energy audit. And we had the 2 that responded to the RFP, both came in at 60,000. Our grant is for 60,000. 5,000 covers MCOG and administrative fees. So the committee came up with questions, sent it out to both companies. Only company that responded was FB Environmental Associates, and they lowered their rate to $55,000. And that's the company the committee is recommending.
Any initial board comments, questions?
I guess what my question would be is, is there some sort of estimate as like a projected savings as a result of the findings of the
We
audit?
cannot apply for any kind of a grant to get new windows or heating unless we have an audit.
Okay,
This is the very first step before you can apply for any other grant.
okay,
But through this process, they will give us a list of recommendations,
Yes.
estimated cost, estimated or anticipated savings.
okay,
So they'll do the town hall, fire department, and the school.
Okay.
Salt shed too, if you want. Any town building.
okay.
Any public comment or questions?
I saw that proposal quickly, and it's basically got the whole spiel about GIS and whatnot.
Yep.
Assessing is, even in small towns, moving to aerial. And with, I'm assuming you're not really doing GIS for this proposal, or are you?
Not yet, no.
Getting a high-res baseline with parametric views, really setting that as a baseline for assessing is, to be blunt, it's getting hard to get people who are really qualified to do field work at a rate that field work can be done for, not assessing rates. Basically, Portland did it like 3 or 4 years ago. They discovered like $20 million worth of wharfs that weren't assessed, just because AI compared the maps to their tax maps. It helped them a lot.
Sure.
So, something that's coming, and talking to Justin, he did it for schools. He knows it's like 28,000, what I've heard for the first map. After that, it's a lot less, but it's what's going to happen in the future.
Sure.
And if you end up doing it for this, get it to a high res and get it to the number of flights that lets you see into the side, all the leaf off.
Good suggestion. Any other public comment? Motion from the board? I'll go ahead and make a motion that we approve the proposal submitted by FB Web Environmental Associates.
I'll second that motion.
FB Web is down the road.
The environment.
The
The
environmental.
Did
environment.
I say web?
Yes.
Just because I did it.
FB Environmental Associates.
Thank
I'll
you.
second that motion.
Any discussion on the motion? All in favor? It is unanimous.
My delay was very much trying to catch up with what
I don't know how I got it.
It's because I don't have a red sweater. I had a red sweater. I didn't get that.
We didn't want to call you out on camera, but.
Yeah.
Item 3, consider approving liquor license application for Michelle Savoy Tilton.
So Michelle's here tonight, she's in the back row. This is new, you have to apply online, no more handwriting and updating.
Sure.
Once it's submitted, you can't make a change. And there was a few corrections. Michelle spoke with the state yesterday, and I'll let you tell them your corrections.
Okay, I spoke with Nick from the liquor license, and he I put in for a club, but he said it's not a club, it's considered Class A lounge.
Okay.
So we changed that. And then in the spot where I asked for like closest schools or church, it was put in there for chocolate church, but we switched that out and put in Salvation Army at 1 mile away, West Bath School at 2.2 miles away, and Moorside School at 1.6 miles away. And they said their only concern was 300 feet, if anything was 300 feet.
I did notice one other correction that will need to be made, in the correspondence address on the first page.
Me,
It has Michigan instead of
That's close.
Good catch.
we all make mistakes,
Sorry.
I've shown it repeatedly. But I just wanted to clarify that, because
Okay.
there is a question of later on in the application, about whether you live in state or not, and so, just so it's consistent, we should note that correction.
yeah.
Should you clarify where this is for people watching?
I was gonna give Michelle an opportunity to explain where it is and give us a little pitch for what you're proposing.
Okay, so it is the former
Drinking?
Drink it.
Shrinkin', where they brewed IPAs and had other beverages. So it's on 144 State Road in West Bath. So I am wanting to make it a bar / club area and serve more than IPAs.
Do you serve food?
You have to serve some sort of food.
Mhm.
So I put in my application for the, health department to come in. I will not have a full kitchen and serve like a full, menu. I'll do kind of like what they did, which was, they served popcorn, pretzels, peanuts, they had like a pizza warmer in there, pretzel warmer, and that was pretty much it what they did. So that's what I will do. Keep it simple with the food side.
And you're going to be having entertainment there?
Yes, so I did inquire about, having live bands and a DJ. And I was told that it was okay as long as it was not overly excessive and over by 10 o'clock PM, is what Mr. Bean told me.
Are there certain nights for those, or every night?
So I'll be open, Tuesday through Sunday. No, correct that. I'll be open Wednesday through Sunday, closed Monday, Tuesday. And Wednesday, Thursday will be, 11 to 10 o'clock at night. And then Friday, Saturday will be 11 until 1 o'clock in the morning. And Sunday will be 11 to 10 PM.
Any additional board questions? Any additional public comment? I'll go ahead and make a motion that we approve the license as presented.
Second.
All in favor? That is unanimous. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Welcome to town.
Last, before you get out of here, when do you think you'll open? Is there a projected date?
We were hoping, when I first started, we were hoping for New Year's, but that is not gonna happen. The Department of Health said that they are at least 8 weeks out, which is kind of a bummer because now I'm paying on a building that I can't use, so. But it's okay, because that'll just give me more time to prep and make it nice and presentable and ready for the people to come in.
West Bath's birthday is February 14th, so maybe aim for that.
Oh,
Gives
nice.
time to get a red sweater too.
I'll take it under advisement.
It's not on the agenda, so we can't vote on it.
That's right. All right, moving on.
Future items.
Item 4. appoint James Williams as an
Yes.
alternate member of the Board of Appeals.
I make a motion to appoint James Williams as an alternate member of the Board of Appeals.
I'll second that.
Any discussion? All in favor? That is unanimous. Item 5, appoint biannual ballot clerks. We have a list before us: Democrats Cynthia Morris, Robert Morris, Madeline Hennessy, Richard Totten, Margaret Totten, Linda Lemire, Nicholas LaRocca, and Aaron Park. Unenrolled, we have James Atherton and Maureen Crane. And Republicans, we have Diane Delano, Kathleen Dudzik, Peter Lemire, and Molly Weir.
I move to appoint the ballot clerks as read.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor? That is unanimous.
As you can see, we could use a few more ballot clerks and a couple of other rows, if you know of anybody.
Next, we have item 6, discuss Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve hours.
So last year when we set the calendar, in the past, the day before Thanksgiving, Christmas Eve, New Year's Eve, we closed early typically. Last year, you decided we were gonna stay open normal hours. So Thanksgiving, we did. That was fine. But it was the last working day of the month. I couldn't get to the bank. So I had to come in on Friday to go to the bank. So that's why we close typically early, so we get to the bank before they close. So I'm asking if we can close at 1 on Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve this year, and then propose to do the same next year.
I think that makes perfect sense. I completely support that.
Is that a motion?
I move to accept Julie's proposed calendar with amendments to 2025 and full schedule for 2026 as presented.
Second that.
Any discussion? All in favor?
We appreciate it, thank you.
There's no humbug?
We really messed up last time around.
Here.
Item 7, we just also approved. As a slate, item 7 was review the 2026 holiday schedule, which we approved.
So efficient.
Item 5, public comment. No further Hennessy comment?
Make a motion to adjourn.
You just support the comment. Took a note, I heard it. Item 6, future agenda items, we have the posted road ordinance, which will require a public hearing.
So my question to you is, this is the one ordinance that the select board can adopt with having a public ordinance, hearing. Would you like to go forward with that process, to have it in place before spring?
I think we should,
Or wait for town meeting?
I would like to see us get a draft in front of the board, so we can discuss it publicly. I know we have the MMA draft, there's probably not a lot of changes, but we should discuss it. And I think we should go to a public hearing and get it done before spring, so we can post the roads properly.
Great.
Does the rest of the board agree with that?
Yes, definitely.
Okay.
So maybe we can get feedback on the draft to Julie
We'll be on the
before
January
the
15th.
January meeting, so that we can discuss it at the January meeting.
you get to that point or before that, do you know how you would enforce that going forward?
We have reached out, did we get,
I haven't received a response, but I know somebody's coming into town hall Monday or Tuesday, so I'm gonna pin them down.
So they'll be here, huh?
Who wants something from us?
Okay, thank you.
that, yeah, obviously that's a question we have as well. There may be some language we need to change to make sure we can enforce it, but it's useless if we can't.
Yeah, that's the problem now.
Yeah, exactly. Any other future agenda items?
I do think we should add, maybe with old business, we reviewed the fee schedule, but there were other fees that the planning board was gonna look at. I just don't want that to fall off the radar.
I asked John about that, and he was gonna bring it up. I'll follow up with him.
Yeah, it's not a priority, but I don't want it to get missed.
I think he was okay with it, because it was just review, but I'll double check.
Anything else?
Not really an agenda item, but as we make our way to select board comments, do we have a schedule yet for budget season? Or we're just enjoying the Christmas holidays and then?
Tentatively, 1st of February,
Okay.
we're gonna start.
Kind of wait to let the agency requests are in.
One thing that I would like to see on our future agenda, it doesn't necessarily have to be January, but maybe February. Do we have job descriptions? I know we most likely do for the in-house staff, but like appointed positions, so like road commissioner, animal control officer. Just interested to see if we have the roles and responsibilities listed out for those. Thank you.
Also, in our packets, we do have a couple of finance reports. I would like to get back to seeing these and chatting about these a bit in meetings. So I encourage the board to take a look at these drafts, make sure they're, showing everything we need to manage the budget responsibly, and then get any feedback to Julie so we can make some tweaks and start talking about this more frequently.
When you get the monthly reports, can that be sent to members of the budget committee as well?
Absolutely.
All of them except the people who ask lots of questions.
I'm not on the committee.
Never mind.
But there's many options, as you know, Carly, in the budget reports. How much detail do you want?
Yeah, these were some reports that we talked about several months ago, so if it's changed, you want to see something different?
And I know in the past, it was asked to have more information on the fire department and road commissioner, so we open that up a little more. And we can open it up even more if need be. And carryover amounts are not in there yet at this time.
Where are we at with?
That's my question.
I didn't really want to call. I know calling Dean right now, I'm not gonna get an answer.
So, but
I thought I'd wait until after Christmas.
23 is done,
Yes,
and we're waiting on 24.
correct.
And the fire apparatus purchases pending 24 audit?
Yes. Okay. Any additional select board comments or announcements other than dog licenses are available, and we highly encourage you to come in person. There are some challenges with the online version and better, smoother process if you came in person. What's the deadline for that? Is it January?
31st.
January 31st.
And then you get a spendy fee, so
That's right.
get that dog license for Christmas. Only so many shopping.
That's what I always told them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
put it in their little tiny stocking.
The problem. Falling apart. I'm gonna make a motion we adjourn.